I also feel like I don't want the time to run out before we give one of your strategies that I thought was so, again, almost a ritualizing strategy, that if you want to change something in your life, you take a behavior that you're currently doing and you say, once I do this, I will do that. So for myself, once I come down and eat, have my breakfast, I will put on my exercise clothes and do my exercise. So then I know where I'm going. Now, you're a big believer in this, right?
I'm a huge believer in automating anything that makes you stronger or brings ease into your life, right? So, so using the power of habit, right? Our unconscious brain can do stuff for us that takes no energy. I mean, there's nothing easier than that. And so using the habits we already have, if you're already in the habit of doing, you have a very consistent morning routine, for example, if you always come and brew your tea, then you can insert something into that habit so long as you do it in the same order every day, right? So making your tea trigger you in taking your vitamins. Right? Yeah. Whatever it is that you want to do. And that so long as you have a consistent trigger and then you do the behaviors in the same order, and then there's an inherent reward, not like a reward next week or later today, but there's an inherent reward. So you feel a sense of accomplishment, or there's something joyful about it or whatever, then it can become a habit. And you won't ever have to say, oh, darn, I should have taken my vitamins.
And I think that to further take your habits, I noticed in your book you talk a lot about lowering the standard, which is, the perfectionism hamster wheel, that instead of saying I have to go on the treadmill for an hour, if I can do 10 minutes, that counts.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
I like that.
Really, really small. So starting with, if you're trying to get into a completely new habit, what you want to do is make it something that you aren't going to resist at all, because then it's not going to be rewarding enough for your brain. Your brain isn't going to want to do it. You want to think of it like dog training, right? Like positive reinforcement, whatever is joyful. So a lot of times we can break behaviors that we're interested in down into things that we won't resist, right? Like when I was training myself to meditate in the morning, I wouldn't resist just like laying in bed listening to a meditation, right? There's no resistance there. That is actually an excuse to stay in bed longer. Fantastic, right? Or going to, or just sitting on my meditation cushion for 30 seconds. Nothing to resist there. I can't, and sometimes I would stay for longer, right? Or sometimes I would get out of bed or whatever it is. But just what you're doing is you're trying to insert it into the routine. So first I wake up, then I meditate, right? So once that's automated, and it takes longer than 21 days, people. That is a myth that something will be automated in 21 days. It won't. But 2 days in, you're already starting the neural wiring in your brain that you need, right? So you repeat a behavior twice, and if it has the same trigger and the same reward, you're on your way to something. But as soon as it is automated, then you can start making, the 30-minute or the 30-second meditation can become 1 minute, then 2 minutes, then 5 minutes. A year and a half later, I'm at 20 minutes, and that's where I'll stay.
Wow. So you brought yourself from nothing to 20 minutes.